Hey guys, and welcome to day 4 of Bloo Makes Christmas in 24 days. Today we're making our own speciality brown sugars and saving loads of money while we do it too. Let's get to it. So I discovered that I ran out of sugars. I ran out of soft brown light sugar, I ran out of the soft dark brown sugar, and I ran out of molasses sugar because I used them in all my preserving this year because I wanted to make fresh, because it's been sitting there for a couple of years. Even though we've used it quite regularly, there was still quite a lot left. So I decided that today I'm going to show you guys what I did. Now, first off, I've used 2 kilos of granulated sugar here, and all we're going to use in it is about 2 tablespoons of molasses, liquid molasses. That's it. This is to make the soft light brown sugar. It's really simple, guys. It so is. If I had been told 20 years ago how easy this was, I would have been making it for decades at this point, because quite frankly, making it yourself is going to save you a lot of money, especially if you do a lot of your own home baking. But yes, if you don't have a mixer, you can do this by hand. It's that simple. It's not a hard thing to do by hand. You've just got to stand there and mix it up quite a bit. I would use something like a spatula rather than a whisk if you were going to do it by hand. I'm just saying, I think that would be better. I've only put half the molasses in at this point, so I'm about to add a little bit more while it's going, so we can get our light brown sugar going. And this is literally it. This is all you have to do. It is that simple. It's that simple. Honestly. So to purchase this at the moment in the stores is £1.80 per 500 gram bag. We have 4 of those in here right now. 4. So we've just made the equivalent of hang on a second. Let me get me maths right, okay? Give me a second. Now, B&M at the moment, white granulated sugar is 89p a kilo, and that's their normal price for it. That's their everyday price for it. So 4 bags of the soft light brown sugar is going to set you back £7.20 at the time of filming this. Take 2 times 89p away is £5.42 minus, let's just say 20 pence worth of molasses, and you've saved yourself £5.22 just by making it yourself. And you saw how quick that was, right? That's under 3 minutes of work. Under 3 minutes, guys. Seriously, you can't ask for it to be better than that. Now next we're going to be doing our soft dark brown sugar. All of these sugars need to be kept in airtight containers afterwards. Get the lids on so that they don't dry out, so that they don't go hard. If they do go hard, put a piece of bread in there with them and they'll soften up in no time, I promise you. Obviously there's a little bit of the molasses left on the side there. I'm not that worried because we're doing a darker sugar now. So if you start with the lighter one and work your way down, you're going to be making use of what's in the bowl there. Now, the cost of soft dark brown sugar at the moment is the same as the soft light brown sugar. So you're looking at a similar saving of £5.22 for this, because you're not going to use that much more of the molasses, probably double. So let's just say 40p. Okay, let's say 40p. So even so, you've still got a saving of £5 and 2p. Probably. Okay, that's a lot of savings for two products. And you've got enough to do your year's baking just in there. Seriously. So like I said, you're going to use double the amount of molasses in this one. It's not a big deal at all. That's not a lot. It really, really isn't. So while I'm doing this one and it's spinning around and doing its thing, I'm going to give you a bit of a tip when it comes to buying molasses. Now you can go and spend on a 400 gram jar of blackstrap molasses. You can pay upwards of anywhere between £6 and 14, depending on the shop you buy it from and what name is on the label. All molasses is pretty much the same. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much the same stuff. Some of it might have been cooked for a bit longer than others, but that's the only difference. The molasses that I purchase, I get from a horse supply because it's sold as a horse supplement. It's exactly the same as the stuff you get in the supermarket. It is exactly the same stuff as you get in the supermarket. The only difference is, because it's sold as a horse supplement, it's sold for £9 for a 5-litre jug. Now I bought that 5-litre jug 2 years ago. Its shelf life is forever. So if you're not using it often, it's going to last you for ages. And if nothing else, you're just using it to make this kind of sugar, it's more than paid for itself. Trust me. The other thing as well is this. Molasses and black treacle are interchangeable. The only difference between them is black treacle was cooked for a bit longer than molasses was. It's the same stuff. It's just cooked for a bit longer to make it a bit thicker. That's all it is. Same stuff. So interchange it. If you are going to go and spend the money to get the 5-litre container, spend the 5-litre container and don't buy the treacle. Then you've got the treacle and you can make your sugar all in one container, and it's saved you a huge amount of money. Huge! Especially if you're buying the stuff with the fancy organic label on it that's £14 a jar, because it's the same as the rest. It really is. Again, this one needs to be kept in an airtight container, and I use these ice cream containers that I bought from the catering supply place. To make the dark molasses sugar takes a little bit more molasses, okay, because you want that really deep dark molasses color and smell and flavor to your sugar. So you're going to add a cupful of molasses to these 2 kilos of sugar. Now, to buy this in the store is £2.30 a 500 gram bag. That means to purchase it would cost you £9.20 in total. To make it yourself, even if you over accentuate the amount that the molasses has cost you and say that it's going to cost you £1's worth out of that big container, you've saved yourself £6.42 making it yourself, bringing our entire savings to a grand total of £5.22 for the soft light brown sugar, £5 2 for the soft dark brown sugar, £6.42 for the dark molasses sugar, which means in total in the last 10 minutes we have saved ourselves £16.46 in product, just because we took 10 minutes out of our day to make our own speciality sugars. And yes, this needs to be kept in an airtight container as well. And if any of them are going to go hard, it's that one. It's that one right there. Now, sometimes the molasses and the sugar don't quite mix in well. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's very, very simple to just grab yourself a spatula and do what I'm doing here, which is just mixing it in. So all it's going to do is going to take a couple of moments just to do that. And considering that the whole process has taken less than 10 minutes, a couple of moments just to turn it in by hand is really not going to take too much added effort. Let's be honest. Now I'm completely sorted for sugar over Christmas and for probably the next year, to be honest, when it comes to these speciality sugars, all for 10 minutes work today, this morning. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you've got something out of it, and if you're going to try this, please do let me know in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And subscribe if you want more content like this and you want to see more of what I get up to and the shenanigans, etc. But yeah, please do give it a go, because honestly it's so worth it. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.